All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome to this inaugural episode of Boss Cranky's Coding Camp. I am the one and only Boss Cranky, and I will be your host throughout this and all future episodes. I may have the occasional guest speaker, but we'll play that by ear. I know what you're thinking. What are we doing here? Well, let's talk about that. There are a number of things that will recur, but in general, what we need to think about is how do we make ourselves better? How do we progress in our careers? How do we kick more than we used to? So what we're going to be talking about throughout these episodes is really how to do software development better, at least better than we did, right? So there's a number of things that you will hear repeatedly. One of them is that we need to be disciplined. And in this scenario, discipline is not a bad word. It just means that we operate with integrity and thoroughness. So really, discipline is another word for thorough in this scenario. Second thing we want to talk about is how we can be better. That's not about pleasing the boss, by the way. It's really about our personal satisfaction from continuing to grow in our careers. Now, that should lead to professional recognition. And if it doesn't, maybe you need to upgrade your boss. The other main theme you will hear is don't be a commodity. When you are a commodity, you are just like everybody else. You bring nothing of value to the table beyond the next person, and you can be replaced for somebody that costs a whole lot less. Okay, let me mention him. I wondered when him would make his appearance. What can I tell you? He's just an alter ego that has things to say and kind of gets a little vocal sometimes. He'll pop up from time to time, but shouldn't be an issue. Really, all these things are about being the best developers we can be. And that's not some management mumbo jumbo about, bringing better value to the organization. It's all about our personal satisfaction and kicking major tail throughout our careers. So with all that said, there are a few things I want to put out here as disclaimers. 3 things you need to know before we go through these videos. First, I'm not some corporate shill. I'm not some spokesman for anybody else. This is just me talking about stuff I know. Second, while not all y'all need to hear this stuff, some of you very much need to put these practices in place because I've seen way too many instances of people not doing the basics. Third and finally, I will do my level best to keep my language safe for work here, but I can't guarantee that the occasional naughty word ain't gonna sneak through the censors. So maybe put your headphones on the first time you listen to it, all right? So that wraps up this introductory episode. It's really just an intro here. I promise there is real content coming soon, hopefully sooner rather than later. I'm no professional YouTuber. You're going to hear clicks occasionally. You're probably going to get scratchy audio every now and then. I'll do my best. One final point I want to leave you with. I may occasionally suggest violence in these videos. However, it is purely for comedic effect. Do not hurt yourself or your neighbors or your coworkers or your bosses or anybody like that. It's purely for comedic effect and a little bit of stress relief on my part. Thanks, and we'll see y'all again soon.